Are we? It's
Are we?
live now.
Did it start?
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. We're actually on camera when we hit start.
The astronomics. It's now time to auction comics. I am here with my man Tim. We're gonna sell comics,
How long have you been working
and
on
it's
that?
not a sin. At least the last 2 minutes or so.
That's pretty impressive for 2 minutes.
This is the Red Raptor live Facebook comic book auction.
Yeah. We're doing this again. It's been like a month since we did it last, I
It's been
think.
too
So,
long.
yeah. And by the way, if you are a regular watcher of our auctions or our podcast, you know Jeff commonly says that I hate the Amazing Spider-Man. So just to prove you wrong, Jeff, I wore my Amazing Spider-Man shirt for the auction tonight.
That's a pretty great shirt.
Amazing Spider-Man.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
That means I officially cannot hate the Amazing Spider-Man.
I don't know, because you seem to dislike some Spider-Man things.
I am dropping that book next week, but
You're
that's a
dropping
whole other story. Well, I really love the Peter Parker one. I can't read 4 Spider-Man books. That's insane.
Why not?
Too many Spider-Man books.
Okay, I got this open now. This thing is slow.
This is where we both get on our computer because, well, I'll be honest with you. Jeff has been here since about 8 a.m. this morning, and I got here at approximately 7:31.
31, you say?
Yeah, 7:31.
We're starting to get some people in, which is cool. Alright, we got Lonnie, we got Nate, we got Kyle, we got 3 people.
Oh, that's a good start.
We got Wayne. Alright, that's cool. So the way this works, there's an A, there's B, there's a C. At some point tonight, we might just do A and B, so there's 2 of us. We might keep A, B, and C all night long.
I think
Who
we can
knows?
probably handle it. Yeah, usually what we have here is a Bobby or a somebody else, a Jen, or I'm trying to think of everybody who had help us out. But usually there's somebody else here to do a number of these things. Tonight it's just Jeff and I. So if we look lost, confused, frantically writing things down, if you see us just buried under large stacks of comics,
Usually I just hide behind
that's
this.
why. That's why. We actually have to, we not only have to talk tonight, we have to work as well.
What's
So-
up with that? How did
I
I
know.
miss that?
Yeah, that's way outside of our comfort zone. We're talent. As I always say, talent doesn't have to do all the work. So
Right.
Yeah.
We're supposed to just be here and look pretty.
Yeah. So what we got here? Should we tell about the first 3 books so people can look while I get set up here?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you want to go first?
Oh, yeah, sure. See here we
Makes
have,
way more sense to start to see than A.
Yeah, right. That's what makes sense. We have Deathstroke 34. Can be yours for just $1. So if you wanted that, since this is at C, you would bid C1 in the comments. That's how you would put a bid down, and the next person would have to say C2. We start all bids at $1 unless it's something crazy. This here is B. We have the Superman family, number 168. I like this because this is one of your classic covers that actually has Nazi symbols on it, which is pretty cool. So that one's going to be a B. What do we got there at A, Tim?
At A, we have the Art Germ variant of Catwoman number 4. This is probably one of the prettiest comic book covers you will ever see. I think it's been the best of the Catwoman covers so far.
It's
So
pretty up
it is
there,
a
yeah.
great cover.
Yeah, so all of these are available right now.
For
at
$1!
$1. So if you wanted that beautiful cover, for instance, you would just say A1, and then the next person would have to say A2 if they wanted to beat you. We do ship if you want to go ahead and get it, and you don't live geographically adjacent. We can invoice you through PayPal and ship it out to you that way. You don't have to pay shipping, but we're pretty reasonable as far as our shipping stuff goes. We both gonna rock that mood? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now it just looks weird up here, but you know. Hey, so by the way,
Hey,
as
Casey.
we wait for the bids to start rolling in, Tim, if you want to pay us $50 to come help out, that's cool. I mean, a lot of people like to hang out with celebrities, so we would definitely accept your $50 if you want to come help out.
Our celebrity status is rising up there. My video from today is doing pretty well.
Yeah. And
Right.
Casey, glad you joined as well.
Where I mocked my children like a terrible, terrible father.
All right, so we're looking for a $1 bid on any of these 3 books. We are officially started, by the way. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hit the timer on my phone. See, I had to figure out what I had done with my phone. And we'll get the timer going. We'll get things started tonight. By the way, as always, we'll give something away for free if we hit, what, 10 or 15?
if we hit 10, we'll do a free giveaway. The first time we hit 10, we'll do a free giveaway. The first time we hit 15, we'll give a free giveaway. The first time we hit 20, we'll do a free
That's
giveaway.
a lot of giveaways.
Yeah, so go ahead and share this.
If we hit 50, I'll give something huge away.
We also have a graded book that we would like to auction off tonight. And what number would you like to hit before we start?
You can't see what that is, right? Yeah.
Right. It's a 9.8. We'd like to auction that off tonight, but I think we have to at least hit 15.
I think you gotta be at 15 people for that to go. So tell your mom, tell your friends, have them get on, have them be a part of this. Share with everybody. All you gotta do is hit the little share button on the auction, and it will share with somebody, and we can all go and have fun that way. So we're still waiting as we get started on these 3 books. Jeff may have picked 3 duds. I don't know. That's a pretty great cover. I don't know if you have that book right now. But even if you do, maybe you need 2 of them. I think I've got 3 of this book. So if you don't have 3 of this book, you may need to get some more of this book. That's what I'm going to tell you right now. By the way, there's also a $5 price tag on this book. So if you were to come into the store and get this book, you'd have to pay $5 for it. Right now, you can get it for only $1.
$1.
$1. By the way, we also have Superman's family here. This is pretty cool. This is going back, I believe this would be in the early 70s. It's one of those crazy kind of squared end books. You got a little bit of damage back here on the end, but the front is actually pretty, and it's in pretty good shape, and the back cover is decent. It's just the spine that's in rough shape, and that happened with most of these square-bound books. On the front, we have Supergirl on one part of it. We've got somebody shooting a Nazi. I mean, you know, you got to shoot the Nazis, I guess. It looks like Jimmy Olsen as a super spy.
I generally recommend shooting Nazis.
Yeah.
I think that's a good.
It's a
Indiana
comic
Jones
book
taught
thing.
me to do that. Yeah.
So we got Supergirl, Jimmy Olsen, Lois Lane is in this as well, because, you know, and here's the deal. I know you're going to say Superman family. I don't want to be a part of that. That's the annoying Jonathan Kent. There's no Jonathan Kent. He wasn't around at this point in
You
time.
hate John Kent?
Oh, gosh, he is
You
so
must
annoying.
hate Super Sons then, because it's nothing but the 2 characters you despise.
I don't read Super Sons, yeah. That would be, like, my least favorite book ever.
Did you like Young Justice better this week then?
I did like Young Justice, actually, because I like Superboy Connor way better than I like Superboy Jonathan. And I like, was it Tim Drake?
Yeah.
Was it Tim Drake Robin?
Yep.
Super, so yeah. And so, of course, Bendis pulls out the better characters and doesn't give us Damian and
I like
Jonathan.
Damon. Hey,
So-
Neil. Let's see. We got 5 people. We got 6 people in. If we get up to 10, we will do the first giveaway. If we get up to 15, that's the minimum we're going to have in order to do that graded book tonight. So, yeah, share this around. Get people watching. And Neil's pretty cool. Have you ever been here when Neil's come in the shop?
Maybe.
He is pretty rad. He reminds me of, like, you when you're doing your sales job, because he comes in here and we chat quite a bit.
Do you have a sales job you hate, Neil, or is it just because you waste a lot of time?
It's the time thing. He works for an establishment here. It's pretty rad. He got a drone for Christmas, and he's been doing all these awesome drone videos where he's just
That's
been, like,
cool.
flying up high and stuff.
Oh, wait, we've had bids come in. I was watching, do we? No, we don't. We have people come in. I was watching the bottom and not the top. I forgot how that worked. It's been a long time. So Neil was talking to us, which is why you were talking about Neil. So.
Yeah. He said, yo, sorry, I was late. That's all right, Neil. You showed up. That's what's important.
I have no idea what Tim is talking about with 3D Zone number 16.
That's he likes that book.
Oh.
So he's blabbering on about that.
Okay. Hey, none of these are sold. Should we just get rid of them?
Yep.
Let's just throw them away.
Goodbye,
Well, pitch of these books. Who needs them?
I'm going to totally pitch them and not gingerly set them down so I can sell them later to someone else. Hey, I got a cool thing going in here at C, which can be hi Steve, which can be yours for $1. This is Gen 13 number 1. This is early J. Scott Campbell. He actually does all the interiors, which he's too big time to do anymore. So he does the cover as well as the interiors and that. That's volume 2, number 1 of that.
Yeah, we have the Amazing Spider-Man as well. This is the exclusive collector's edition that came free with any purchase of any size, concentrated, all laundry detergent.
You had to get
This
laundry
book
detergent to get
is
that.
surprisingly really rare. You know why? Because when people got a book that came free with laundry detergent, they didn't keep it. They used it as a funnel to pour laundry detergent. And that's a horrible thing to do to a comic book.
We already
Nobody
have a
poured
bid
laundry
for
detergent with this
C.
book.
Nate's got C at $1.
I'm going to put this down so someone can get the all Spider-Man there. It's also Amazing Spider-Man, like my t-shirt. Yep, right there.
Nate, we actually got some really, really good books coming up that you'll be super interested in. Not that this book isn't great, but you're going to be excited. I picked a lot of them out with you in mind, man.
Hey, Lonnie, by the way, has B1 as well. So we got B1 and C1 there. So as we continue on, A here, we've got some Submariner. Watch out for the Tiger Shark Submariner. Tales to Astonish. This is Tales to Astonish number 5. That means this book is just a little older than dirt. Yeah, see, this is about as close as I can get.
It's a little older than dirt.
Right there. I mean, I could always send Jeff around if you need to see a zoom in. I'm going to say condition-wise, it's not the best condition book, but on the other hand, it is well worth the dollar that you could pay for this book at Tales to Astonish number 5. So there you go. I know, Tim, you love these old books like this, so I know that could have your name on it, as well as about half a dozen other people.
And it's Tiger Shark.
It's Tiger Shark. Jeff loves the Submariner. I'm kind of surprised he's selling it. Jeff is starting to collect comics for about the 5th time. We're trying to convince him not just to sell everything that he gets again, because that's kind of the way Jeff does it. But anyway.
I'm working on a Batman run. My 5th time working on a Batman run. If I don't open another store, I should be okay.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. So anyway, these 3 books, we got $1 there, we got $1 there, we've got no dollars yet on Submariner, but I'm sure that's going to take off.
Serious?
I'm going to set the timer, because otherwise we have a problem with talking sometimes.
All right,
it has been pointed out to me that we could just talk and talk and talk and not actually auction any comic books. And people want to see auction. Well, yeah, people want to see comic books.
You and I talk too much?
Yeah, can you believe it? Oh, there's Nate with A1 as well. So, hey, Patrick, glad to have you joining us, too. We've got A1, B1, and C1. So now you can have any of these 3 books for $2. Jeff, you might need to zoom in a little bit on these, I'm guessing. Because I can't quite see the comics from the picture. Unless you have, a giant screen.
C is a little... There. I will move stuff up. That's okay. I can call an audible.
Yeah, Jeff's going to go fix that, so maybe zoom in a little bit. The problem with zooming in, of course, is I have a large head, and the more you zoom in, the bigger my head gets, which is never fun, but we would like you to be able to see the comics as well as my enormous head. So.
But, yeah. I don't know. Enormous head's all right.
Oh, now it's just my head. You're going to probably need to move that over to get... You know, that's probably room for you in there.
I think so.
You can actually see the 3 books. Yeah, C's a bit, but I think it's the bag on C that's the problem as much as anything, so.
B is...
By the way, we managed to lose some of our letters, so these are new handwritten letters. That's right.
Should really love my B thing.
People are trying to move up in life. They're trying to go all digital and do everything else. We're going old school.
So this is the all exclusive. It's not in the best shape, but I can't imagine there's too many of these out there. They're, like you said, you had to get dish detergent in order to get this. We've got let's see.
Hey, okay, so Nathan, what Submariner is A? This is actually, it's Tales to Astonish, right? Tales to Astonish number 5 featuring Submariner. So that's Tales to Astonish number 5 featuring Submariner. We are still there. We're at $1 on each of these 3 books, and we are going once. We're going once on these 3 books. Do I have a pen?
Yeah, I put one right by all that stuff. What happened to it?
So I'm sure this is it. Hey, by the way, if you're calling in a bid, we prefer you just do that on Facebook, because otherwise we've got to get you to talk really loud so everyone can hear the bid over the phone. So Neil has B at 2. Tim, if you want to get that, you're going to have to be in there at $3 on B. So Neil beat you to that, Tim, by a split second. So sometimes we have to go with what I've got on my computer as far as that goes. I know sometimes somebody's computer doesn't always say the same.
Hi, telemarketer. I'm doing a live auction right now.
Hey, look at that. It's our good friend, the telemarketer. Yay! We need buttons that we can push to get sound effects.
Yeah.
Because we could hit a button and we could be like, that's our live studio audience.
I
Hey,
like it.
by the way, Tyson picked up A at $2. Neil has B at $2, and we have to go down there a ways. I think it's Nate is sitting on C at $1. Nate has C at $1. So we are going once on these three books. $2 to Tyson, $2 to Neil, and $1 to Nate. Going once.
We got two Nates hanging out, so make sure we put last names on.
I will do that.
Okay. Yeah, because people have the same first name, and it gets sometimes we have a lot of people help us out with these auctions, and they're all very wonderful for volunteering. But if we forget to remind them to put last names, sometimes it gets a little crazy the next day when I'm trying to figure out what's going to what.
Hey, going twice on these three books. Going twice. And I know how it is, share name. My name is Tim. There's multiple people on here already named Tim. So you give Tim Foxworthy. C is Gen 13. This is Gen 13, issue number 1. Jeff tore off the price tag. I think this book was originally selling for $10. He'll take that up there and show you, but it is Gen 13, issue number 1.
This is the volume 2, but it has all J. Scott Campbell interiors, which he's too big money to do that anymore. They look pretty cool. If you're someone who collects his covers, seeing him actually do that one's too scandalous for me to show to the camera.
Yeah.
Actually, they're all kind of too scandalous
We
for
are
me to show.
keeping our PG rating.
All right. They're like mostly clothes in this one. J. Scott Campbell, he likes to draw the ladies, and he likes to draw them. Oh boy. All right. 90s. It
All
was
right.
the time.
Jen is going right now for one. Oh, nope. Tim just picked up C at $2. So right now C is at $2. That is going to Tim Foxworthy. Nate goes back and takes C again at $3. So C is at $3. That is going to Nate Morales. We've got Tyson with A at $2. And we have Neil at B with $2. Going once. Going once.
All right.
Going twice on these three books. We are going twice. We're running about a 10-second lag, by the way. That's why I try to give you a few seconds here. You don't want to try to throw in your auction at the very last second because you might not get it refreshed in time. Essentially, it's when you see the little thing appear on the screen that says auction stops here. No bids after that get counted. Jeff, talk for a second because I'm typing. See how?
Sorry,
it works?
I'm not used to having to work.
B is up to $4. That is going to Neil. B is at $4. Tim held that for a second. Neil grabbed it. They both showed up at almost the same time on my screen. So
yeah, that's unless you can go get in a time machine and buy a bottle of all detergent, you're not getting that book anywhere else but here.
yeah, this book is not around very much. So. All right, going once on these three books. We've got B at $4. That's going to Neil. C is at $3. That is going to Nate. And A is at $2. Going to Tyson. Going once. Going once.
Got some good books lined up for the next one.
Ooh, nice.
This is pretty rare. I don't know if you have this in yours.
I do.
Okay. Like it's one of those that it's like gotten rarer and rarer.
Is this the second copy, or is this the one that was from?
That's the rare second print. It's Greg Land
Yeah.
art. That's why people are trying to snag it like crazy.
I'm 99% sure I got it.
If you don't, you're going to be awfully mad that
Oh.
other people get it.
I will be, because he says that because I have it's a number 1 issue and I've got 11 different
Are we
covers or
going
12
twice,
different
by the way?
covers. Going twice. Going twice. Yeah, sorry. And we will be sold here after I watch this clock go 15 more seconds. So I can account for the lag. My phone just stopped. There we go. All right, we are going to be... Oh, I just zigzagged all over the place. And sold. Sold. There we go. So we've got Tyson at $2.
Congratulations, Tyson.
And that one was going, I think, on A, Submariner. Is Submariner right? Yeah.
And then we have Neil
Wrong
got
side.
B at 4.
A, Submariner.
Yeah. Not used to having to do work.
And then we got, let's see.
Neil.
Neil ended up with B at 4.
And Nate Morella's got.
Do we have any other Neils?
No.
Okay, so
Not
Neil
yet,
got
at
B at $4.
And I got Nate. Got C at 3.
That's a good deal on that cool all book, I gotta tell you. Kind of sad to see it out of the store. And Nate got C at 3.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Oh, I already wrote 3. I'll scribble out. Nate will probably buy something else tonight.
All right. So next on deck, at C, we got a pretty cool book. I'm gonna bring this up to the camera because this is old. This is another one that's about as old gets. This is Incredible Hulk, early Hulk. It's 117. It does have some writing there showing off, although it might be stuff that you can get out depending on whether that's pencil or ink there. I'll actually pull it out.
Hey, by the way, welcome to Victoria, who joined us.
This is gonna go on C. I don't trust tape. Give me a second.
Well, Jeff does that, by the way. B, we're going to go up here with Radioactive Man, and this is directly kind of from that Simpsons comic line, but this is the origin of and the first Radioactive Man, and look at that, Radioactive Man, direct from the Simpsons. That is going right there on B.
All right, so this is going to go on C. This is your Hulk 117. Don't see a lot of these early Hulks popping up all the time. Kind of depends on when you've got a bit of a spine roll. And let's see. And that's what your interior book's looking like. So it's actually in fairly decent shape for a book this old. Not going to grade high or anything, but it could be yours right now for only $1. That's going to go on C.
By the way, at A, here's that book that Jeff and I were talking about. It is Domino #1. Domino #1. Fabulous first issue. This is the one of the rare covers there, the second print with Domino #1. You can tell it's older too. It's got that Rad Raptor stamp on, or sticker on the back, not the stamp. But yeah, Domino #1. This is a good book, by the way. If anybody's not reading Domino, how dare you, person? Because it's one of my favorite books every week. And Domino came out this week. I think we had issue number, 11 this week?
Yep.
So yeah, this is going back to #1. Yeah, somebody already realized what that is because we've got it up to $3 on A. We have bids on B and C at $1 as well. So we've got $3 on A, $1 on B for Radioactive Man, and $1 on C for the Incredible Hulk. And Jeff is getting that up there. And yeah, Tim had mentioned a second ago, we are running, he's got at least about a 22-second lag. My lag in store seems to be about 10 to 15 seconds. I don't know what your lag is. So if you have bad internet, make sure you bid early. I know we all love to jump in and grab it at the last second, but here's what I'm going to do. When you jump in, I'm going to jump it back up and be like, all right, going once again. Because that's the most fair way I could think to do it. So, so yeah, it helps account for all that lag.
To 3.
Yep, we're at $3, $1, and $1 on those books. So yeah, we try to account for lag that way. But jump in there and bid if you are interested, and chances are, if no one wants to pay more than you do, you're going to win that book. So
we're sitting right now at 9 viewers. At 10, we will do the first giveaway. Remember, at 15, if we hop up that far, we do have a graded book that we'd love to auction off tonight. So go ahead and share this around that we're doing. It's a pretty cool thing that we do anyway. You should want to share it because we look handsome, and you want to show off that you have handsome friends.
Spider-Man shirt!
Yeah.
By the way, I was going to say, I'm not very tech savvy, but if we could watch who shared the video, maybe sometime we'll do a gift card drawing on everybody who shared the video too.
That'd be fun.
And that would be a neat chance. If you share the video to your page, more people see on
Nate's
that.
got A up to 4, and Tyson's got C at 2. Tim just put C up to 3, so some bidding war going on there.
All right, so we've got A at $4 for the Domino #1. We've got B is still sitting at $1 for Radioactive Man, and C is going right now at $3. That is going to Tim with the Incredible Hulk. And yeah, I want to bid on graded books too. We've got one that we're going to do tonight. Someday we'll probably be a store with hundreds of graded books. Right now, we're just kind of developing our large selection of graded books, so we try not to sell like 3 or 4 of them per auction, because then the other guys at the store would be mad at us. And I spend most of my time with them mad at me anyway. So I'm not saying if we don't get to like 25 people that I won't make Jeff go find another graded book, because I just might do that. But
yeah, we at least need to get 15 to get that one up going. So yeah, Neil, I'd like to see that. Oh, we're at 10, so we will do a giveaway here
right after this set of auctions here.
By the way, find something to give away.
We got 1 minute left on these 3 books. 1 minute left. We have C at $3, A at $4, and B is at $1. Not a lot of love for the Radioactive Man. And that could be because, you know what, there was a time when the Simpsons were kind of new and hip. They've been on now for like 100 years. I didn't realize the Simpsons were still on TV until like a year ago. But yeah, Radioactive Man, that means he's been around for a while. So this is the very first appearance of Radioactive Man, if that's how his thing goes. I don't know. We've got a sale price on it in the store at $9.95. Right now, someone getting the deal of a lifetime for $1. C went up to $4 with up to $5 with Tim. So Incredible Hulk is up to $5 there at C. $4, I believe, is on A. And B is still at $1 as I continue to try to hype up Radioactive Man. That, for the most part, you guys are a little like, it's just Radioactive Man. Shut up. C is up to $6 with Tyson. Tyson has C at $6.
Try to find something cool to give away, Tim.
Jeff, find something cool. You should definitely get something cool to give away. If it was me, I would say we should give away that old Battlestar comic, but that might not be as cool to as many people as it would be to me. So I would probably recommend against it because I want somebody to like what they get.
I tell you what, Tim, we'll give this away if we get to 15, but this isn't good enough for 10.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So if we get to 15 people, by the way, we've got the new 52 Court of Owls unopened. But we're not going to give this one away until we hit 15 people. Look at that. Look at that. It's all unopened. I could touch it, and look, I'm not even getting fingerprints on the dust jacket. Yeah, this would be, I believe, let's see, I believe it's the first 7. I was going to say 5. So it's Batman 1 through 7 from the new 52. This is a really cool run, by the way, and the Court of Owls stuff is great. So let's get to 15 people, and we'll go ahead and give that away. Right now, with these 3 books, we are going to be... Tim Foxway said, Jeff, pick something that Tim wouldn't as far as what we're giving away. So we are going once on these 3 books. Right now, C is at $6. B is at $1, and A is at $4. Going once on these 3 books.
Yeah, I got a pretty cool thing to give away, and I got a trivia question ready. It's right here. We'll reveal that once we wrap this auction up and Tim is taking those books off. I will tell you what we're giving away here.
Yeah, and right now, as I said, it's about a 22-second delay. We are going twice on these 3 books. I just plugged in my phone. It's not taking any power. This cord might not work anymore, which is kind of sad.
You're hooked into the laptop, which is plugged in over the... You're daisy-chaining a lot of power sources here.
That could be the case, too. Let's see.
This is fun. We're high professionals here.
Going twice. Going twice. And we got, let's see, I'm watching. Someone said 22 seconds. I'm going to give this 22 seconds, and then we will be sold. In 22 seconds, we will be sold.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
Let's see. Tyson has C.
We're still floating around 9 or 10, guys. We got a lot of cool stuff to give away. We'd like to auction off I got some pretty big books that I'd like to throw in there, but if we're not floating around 15 to 20, that affects what kind of stuff we're throwing up there. So share, tell your friends to hop on.
I just got off of that for a second, so let me get back on, and then I will say going, gone. Hey, by the way, my wife just joined. She heard that we were going to give away a book away, and she wanted to win it for me.
Hi, sister.
So I don't know if you're eligible, but if you are, all right. Jen, we could have used you tonight, by the way, but I knew you had to get my daughter to sleep. So, because my youngest has not been sleeping since Christmas break. All right, so these 3 books are officially sold. They're officially sold, so I'm going to go ahead and fix the camera. You can't see Jeff's head. That's true, you can't see Jeff's head there.
That's true.
So we'll move that camera up in just a second here. I'm going to go ahead and write down the winners here. Nate takes A at $4. That would be a domino number 1. Don't worry, Jen. I think I already have this domino number 1. I know you'd probably be stressed about that one, like, is that a domino number 1 that Tim
All right,
does
so
not have?
this is what we're gonna go ahead and give away here. This is pretty big. It's going for about $10 to $15 usually when it sells online now. It's one of your first major Gwenpool covers. This is actually for Deadpool number 4. That's the Battle Lines variant, but it's a complete virgin variant with Gwenpool on it. And this we're going to give away to the first person in the chat that can tell us what the first appearance of Gwenpool was.
First appearance of Gwenpool. We just talked about this in the store the other day.
Yep. If you can tell us what the first appearance of Gwenpool was, we will go ahead and give this book away to you for free. Yes, I do. I've got the guitar here. I'm just having to do more work than I.
Howard the Duck number 1 to Nate Morales. So it was number 1, right? With Gwenpool?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Howard the Duck number 1. I'd ask you which set of Howard, because there's been like 8 Howard the Duck number 1s. We're not going to get that complicated. Nate, for Gwenpool here cover, that is all you,
Put it
Nate
in Nate's
Morales.
Hi, Jason. All right. We have, like I said, we're at floating around 10 now. If we get up to 15, I got that graded book I'd like to throw in and some other cool stuff. We still got some cool stuff to throw up here. I got some keys. I'm going to wait a minute on that one. Here's a cool book. Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, we are up to 4 shares, by the way, too. So keep on sharing, and we will see if we can't get more on here as we go. So, no, that's an old message. So.
All right. This one is one I know Nate will be excited about. I'll go ahead and bring this up to the camera so they can look at that.
All right, we are up to 11 right now. So
This is going to go on C. This is Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man number 359. This is a significant Carnage book. This is the first time that Cletus Cassidy actually bonds with the symbiote. So that's what happens in this book. We're going to start that at $1 at C. Yeah.
hey, Julie, that would be Jeff's sister. We don't give special deals just because you're family, Julie. I'm watching that. Coming up next here, we have Marvel Spider-Man. This is a team-up. Marvel team-up featuring Spider-Man and Miss Marvel. By the way, this book, I'm not going to mention it. This book has a $15 price tag. So that means, Jeff, this is the kind of book we start at $14 because we don't want it to just go to somebody for $1, right?
No, just start it for $1.
$1, really? But it's got a $15 price tag. If someone would have come in here earlier today, this book would have cost them $15.
Yeah, but this is the Jeff and Tim auction, so we start books at $1.
All right. I'm going to put that there. Jason, I'm sorry, man. I tried to stop his craziness. And in the first slot, we've got Venom number 1. This is one of the variant covers from that first issue of Venom. This is the new run.
That's the first ever Venom annual.
Was it the annual?
Yes, and that is the
sorry about that.
Bill Sikowitz
I'm
cover.
glad Jeff stopped me there.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. You doing all right there, bud?
Woo!
All right. So we have that right now. Either A or B can be yours for $1. C right now is at $4. So if you want to take that from Lonnie.
Hey Jeff, I hate to tell you this, but you have to move that camera down just a little bit because you can't see where it says A, B, or C.
Oh my goodness.
Move it down. So if you look in there,
Yeah.
get so you cut off the top row of comics. As long as I stay seated, you're okay because your head doesn't go over the top row.
Yeah. Okay.
You still can't see A, B, or C. Well, no, actually, hold on because
You're just on a delay.
Yeah, there we are. Now we're on.
You're on a delay.
All right. By the way, we got some bids going. Neil, we've bid all the way up to $5 on C so far. $5 is going on C. That is Neil right now. B is at $1 to Tyson for that Spider-Man team up. That is Captain Marvel or Miss Captain Marvel, right?
Yeah.
And Spider-Man, and then of course A. We've got that Venom variant cover for the Venom Annual number 1. So we've got Brad with A right now, Tyson with B, and Neil with C. $1, $5 $5.
All right, I brought B up there so you can see it a little better. Glaire's kind of eating that book alive. Yeah, but that's
I
a
could
real.
just hold it like this.
Yeah.
Ooh, watch this, watch this. Ha ha!
And Nate just got a bid on C.
All right, Nate took C. Well, Nate had C at 5, 6. 6 is now where C is at. Neil took C at 7. So C is now up to 7. We've got A1, B1, C7. C8. C8. I'm surprised. I figured this would be the really great book this time, and it's this book. Or maybe they're both really great books, but we're all forgetting about this book because this book is so great. So
Tim, C is that book in which Cletus bonds with the symbiote for the very first time. I can bring it up there if you would like to see it. That's the one everyone's currently fighting.
we're making
over
Jeff
the most.
walk a lot today.
That's okay.
Good,
I'm
B
gonna.
is at 2. Tim grabbed B at $2. C is currently at $8. That is with Nate Morales. And A is at $1 with Brad. So that is where we are at right now. B is up to $3. B is up to $3. Tyson jumped in on that.
He's a real good book. This team up. Yeah. Man, we can't seem to get a great shot of B. Even with using the post-its that Tim's going to have to use every single time. So, not a practical solution, but, you know.
It is what it is. Hey, Patrick, I feel like you just shared the comic book auction with me, but I'm on it. Maybe you shared it with other people, too, though.
He shared it with me.
Okay, so you probably group shared it. That makes more sense. I was like, wait a minute, Patrick. Sharing it with me doesn't do you any good.
All right, we are up to 10.
All right. So we've got, let's see here. 10 viewers. We've had 11, so we need to keep those viewers here. B is at $3. C is at, I believe, $8. Is that correct?
Yes.
And A is at $1.
All right, I'm going to say we're going once on these.
That's a good idea. Going once. Going once.
I'm going to start lining up some other books.
I'm gonna have to take these so I can start figuring this all out. Going once on the books here.
Got some good books here lined up for the next auction. Yeah. Tim's writing some things out. We got B up to 5. Tyson.
All right, B is up to $5. C is sitting at. See, now we're up to all battling that. C is sitting at $8. Nate currently has C. Tyson has B. Brad has A right now.
I'll go ahead and say going once again.
I appreciate your help with that because I'm trying to write as well.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. Usually we have assistants. We have no assistants right now.
As I said, I'm the talent. I don't actually work. This is killing me tonight. This is killing me.
Go ahead and say going twice.
I'm just
the
a
books.
I'm just a pretty face. So
All right, we are up to 12. We're getting close to that 15 mark. At 15, we are going to give that hardcover away to somebody. And if you're not adjacent, you can still win the giveaways. We just have to charge you shipping then at that point.
which is okay because it's like a $25 value for like the charge of shipping. So
Right. That's not bad at all. And at 15, we will start. We'll be in range where we can actually put the grade book up and some more cooler stuff. So, all right.
All right, going twice. We have been about 22 seconds talking. Should we say sold on this,
I'm gonna
Jeff?
say sold.
All right, sold. B is going to Tyson for $5.
Congratulations, Tyson.
Put change on each one. It's not like anybody. We don't do change on the auction.
All right. C went to Nate for $8.
I'm sure it did. Yes. Okay. And A went to Brad for $1.
That's a solid deal.
There you go.
All right. So going in at C, we got a pretty big book here that's going in. We'll put this at B because a lot of the fighting has been at C. We'll start this one at B. This is the first appearance book. This is your first appearance of Angela. Pretty decent shape there too. It came out of the collection that the 9/8 Carnage came out of. So this is a solid book right here. We're going to go ahead and put that at B. And we will at A. We'll put this. This is Infinity War #1. So if you're into the Starlin, Thanos, Infinity stuff, this pretty much starts off right where, in some ways, right where the movie came out, because you get Thanos grabbing his suit right off of the Scarecrow at the very beginning of that book. So that's going in at A.
And then at C, we've got Doom 2099, because everybody loves the 2099 series.
Well, right now especially, because
the new Spider-Man?
Because of that Spider-Man
Yep.
thing is making all the 2099 books jump up.
Credit thingamabobber.
Oh, you know what, Tim? We're at 16 viewers.
You know what else? We never said new auction starts here. So, Lonnie, I think your A1 is for this new auction, but I'm going to go ahead and repost that. So, if you want to send me that A1 again, I would appreciate it. Just wait 1 second. I never copied and pasted it or any of that. And then I just erased it. I'm struggling on the computer today, guys. I'm struggling on the computer
Today. Only today is he struggling on the computer.
It's because I'm doing too much. I'm working too hard.
So we're officially at 15 viewers, so when this auction is done, I will go ahead and give away that book to someone who answers a trivia question. Alright. So Tyson's got B at 1 and C at 1. That's pretty smart.
And Lonnie had A at what? I lost that.
A at 1.
So, Lonnie, go ahead and throw your bid back up there for me. I would appreciate it. I lost some things. I just lost my thing. There we go.
Tyson's
Thank you.
got B at 1 and C at 1
I
as
can
well.
kind of see that as well. That's just right under there, so that's fine. There we go. A1, B1, and C1. You took that one out of the cover. Which, do we keep the cover for it? Because if it's this cover, this says something else on it. I just want to make sure we don't completely lose it.
Got it right here.
Perfect.
We're not going to throw Post-its on raw books like some auctions do.
Who won the last Gwenpool? That was, I believe, Nate?
Yep.
Yeah, Nate.
Alright.
All right, so A1, B1, C1 for these 3 books. Secret Wars #1, Deadpool. It is not Deadpool. It's Doom 2099. Oh, Deadpool 2099 would be interesting.
Alright, I'm going to say going once on these.
Ooh, that's quick. We didn't give him a full minute that time. I'm okay with that though. We'll move.
Move
He'll
through
just be
books.
flying.
Well,
Although for the guy who's got to write everything, that makes it tricky.
Alright, we got up to 15 real quick and then we fell down. We're still going to do the
We'll still
giveaway.
do the giveaway, but we do need to be back at 15 before we do the
graded book.
graded book. Yeah.
Alright, where'd you set that giveaway book?
Over here
Oh, I see it. Cool.
somewhere. Any Sackers planned tonight?
We
I believe
do.
we do have some Sackers planned tonight, Brad. Absolutely.
And after this auction, which we're going twice on now, we're going to give away this hardcover book because we got up to 15 people. We'll do the next giveaway when we get up to 20. So if you want free stuff, just keep on sharing. Spread the word that this thing's going on. And yeah. All right. Last chance to get your bids in here, guys. We are rounding down to the end of this auction. Tim is typing the thing in as we speak. Oh, we got Grant with a bid B6. So B is up to 6.
So we got 1, 6, and 1. B7. I think people suddenly realized what B was.
Now, B is a real big book. That's your first appearance of Angela. The cool story about that is that that's where Neil Gaiman started ghostwriting on Spawn. Prior to that, you just had McFarlane both writing and drawing. And here's the thing about McFarlane. He's a real good artist. Not the best writer. And so Neil Gaiman started writing, who's one of my favorite writers of all time. They were caught up in courts for years, and Neil Gaiman won back the rights to Angela, and then he promptly went ahead and gave those rights after he won it to Marvel. So she's now a Marvel character. Looks like Grant has it B at 8. Now
Well,
Nate
he did.
has B
No,
at
Nate
9.
took B at 9. Grant, we're sorry. I know it is tough to keep up at work. I've tried to do it myself. Sometimes I like to bid during the auction under my pen name.
What's your pen name?
I don't know. Maybe I'm actually Tim Foxworthy.
Mark Twain. All right, so we have B at 9 for that first appearance of Angela.
We're $1, $9, $1.
All right, that's a real big book that's going to explode at one point. As soon as Angela makes an appearance in a Marvel movie, which is going to happen, and she makes her first appearance in an Image book, which is real weird and cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the first appearance of several Spawn characters that became a big deal. It's a litigious book. I love that book a lot.
We are going twice now on these 3 books. Going twice.
Nate right now is saying, Jeff, stop telling people how cool that book is. I want to get it for only $9.
Someone almost picked it up for $1, and all of a sudden now it was like, whoa, whoa, whoa!
Yeah. That did come out of the collection that the 9/8 Carnage came out of. I'm not saying that book's a 9/8. I'm just saying that it came out of that collection.
It came out of a collection where people cared about taking good care of their books.
Yep.
All right, we have gone once, we have gone twice. And should we be sold? Because I feel like we've talked for 22 seconds. Let's go twice. All right, so let me scroll up here, make sure there's nothing that I haven't not seen. Because we are officially sold. Sold. All right. So let's see here. Nate, I didn't even write Nate's name down yet.
Nate, what?
Go ahead and start talking, Jeff.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and give away this $24.99 hardcover to probably my favorite Batman series, the Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo Batman series. You had both those guys as a creative team throughout the entire thing, which is what they should do with books. If this is yours, if you can name 2 other books that Greg Capullo has done the interiors on. First person to do that wins this wonderful book. Again, if you're not adjacent, we can still send you the free book. We're just going to have to charge you shipping. If you're adjacent, you can come in and pick it up for free.
And Tyson got C for $1.
All right, and we'll get some other books ready here.
All right, why did you hear your question?
2 other books that Greg Capullo did interiors on.
Is that Gore and Shrek? Shriek? S-H-R-I-E-K?
Is that Gore Shriek is one.
That's one book altogether?
I believe that's one, yeah.
All right, so then we have X-Force and Spawn from Nate Morales.
Spawn is correct. I didn't know about X-Force, but if someone else can confirm that Nate's going to win 2 things, then I'm okay with that.
And then Tim shouted up Spawn, but if Nate's got it with X-Force... Here, what is the question?
Greg Capullo, art. All right.
Yeah, like I could spell Capullo.
Nate, I'm pretty sure you won that, but we're going to go ahead and move on to the next auction. Well, Tim's confirming that. All right, I got a real cool book here at B. This is always a favorite. This is Amazing Spider-Man 375. It's hard to get a perfect version of this because it's a foil, and 90s foils, you know, they get their wear and tear. But this one's in pretty decent shape, honestly. It's got a little bit of a wrinkle there on the side. And then at C, we're going to go ahead and put...
Good job, Nate. Tim, you were so close.
C, we're going to go ahead and put this Chamber of Darkness, number 7. This is Bernie Wrightson's first ever work at Marvel. It's in pretty decent shape. We're going to put that at C. And you know what? We're up at 18.
I spelled your name wrong there, Nate. I apologize.
Oh my goodness. We're up at 18. Tim, you want to throw the great book?
You want to do that already?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
All right. He's only. Well, I guess I said if we got to like 25, we do a second one or something.
Yep.
All right. There it is, folks. We've got Catwoman number 1, I believe that is. That is a 9.8 graded book, white pages. No real flaws with the book that one could find, and it is forever encased in plastic, so no real flaws will show up on it.
That is the start of what will, I think, be the definitive run of Catwoman. The very, very great Joelle Jones run of Catwoman. She does both the writing and the art on the interiors of that book. That is, of course, the Art Germ cover, graded at a 9.8 for someone like Tim Foxworthy, who has someone who in his life who's very into Catwoman. That would be a steal at, what are we starting that at?
Well, it was $1, but it's already up to $10.
Okay.
So now it's starting at $10.
Yeah.
We also, by the way, do have some other bids out here. We are at A with $11 to Lonnie. Sorry, Tim, he just took your book. Tim has C at $1.
And Jesse, Jesse,
And
sorry,
Lonnie has
there.
B at $1.
We do ship. We can go ahead and invoice you on PayPal. We will be recording a podcast immediately after this. But if you win anything, just message in your PayPal address and I will invoice you in the morning.
Okay, so we've had a bunch of bidding here. Tim Ingram, who's a new Tim, I guess, but he had it at 18 for a second. Tim Foxworthy took it at 20. Lonnie, you were too late at 20. It didn't matter. Tyson now has it at 30. Tim, you were too late at 24. So now Tim has it again at 35. We're at 35, and we kind of forgotten about these other two books.
We had a bid on B.
I know, they're a buck a piece right now.
Okay.
But we haven't bid on them in a while because we got the bid. Tyson is up to 50 on this 9.8. We are up to $50 on the 9.8 Catwoman. And keep sharing. So, is that Leonardo? I think you're just a second late to pick that up at $38.
All right. We are floating close to 20. At 20, we'll do another giveaway.
Yeah, we got $1 on C. I think that is to Tim Foxworthy. $1 on B, I believe, to Lonnie. And Tyson has A at $50 as we speak.
And this $1 is an absolute steal for this iconic cover. If you're getting it, like I said, it's almost impossible to get a perfect foil, especially one from the 90s. This one, you got a little bit stuff going on the edge there, but like foil books, that's about as good as it's gonna get. And then C, Insane Steal at $1. This is your first ever Bernie Wrightson work at Marvel. He's pretty big deal, especially if you're a Swamp Thing fan.
Well, as you're showing them off there, Jeff, C is now at $5. That is to Tim Foxworthy. And B is now at $5 to Lonnie.
All right, a little late there, Leonardo. Because Lonnie already holds that at B, you'd have to get in at 6.
Grant now has it, B at 7, and Leonardo at 8.
All right.
Lonnie has it at $10. All right, so we slowed down a little at the 50 mark here. This one, the bidding is hot right now at $10, and C is sitting, I believe, at 5. Was that the last I saw? $5 at C. So that one had a little hot moment as well. I'm going to give this a few more seconds here, and then we're going to be going once. So take a good look. If you want to get in on these 3 books, $51 can get you there. Some auctions say you got to go up to $2 once it passes 20. I'll still take dollar bids because I love to see bids come in. So 51 can take this one there. 11 can take this one, and 6 can grab that one. And we are going once now on these 3 books. Next? Yeah, we could do some stackers next. Okay. I mean, I need a box to stack from.
Yeah,
but we are going once on these 3 books.
At some point, Tim, I grabbed your favorite book.
Woohoo.
One of your favorite books.
We have another one of those in here? Oh, this is another, yeah. I only have 2 copies of this, 3 copies of this book. This is a good copy. I could use this. Hey, Jen, if you're thinking about Christmas. I don't want to put that with the stacker, though, so we'll set that right there for right now. Oh, be up to $11. $11.
There's a good middle of the stackers books.
Oh, that's what you do with that. Okay, I'll save it for anyway, so this will be good for that.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, going once. We've got 50, 11, and 5. It takes $1 to go up on any one of those. Going once. Jeremy grabbed C now at 6, so he jumped up on Tim's bid. Jeremy, I'm going to guess Gald, but it could be Gua'uld if you are a Stargate fan. Just because I've enjoyed saying that word. I don't think you're a Gua'uld if you are a Stargate fan. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you could just ignore that. I was on the radio this morning. I tried to say the word Gua'uld as many times as I possibly could.
Are we going twice on these?
We could go twice on these. Yeah, we can
right.
go twice on these. I'm just
we got some stackers coming up. So I want to get to the stackers, so they're fun. People are new to the auctions. They haven't done the stackers before. The way that works is basically we start at $1, 1 book. You bid it up to $2. It becomes $2, 2 books. Every time you add $1, we add more books. So it gets going crazier and crazier. Lots of fun. that is still something we can ship. Once we get up past a certain amount of bucks, the shipping is about the same no matter what, because you're just going in a medium flat rate box. It ships for about 13, 14, but it's not bad. And
all right,
you're getting a whole lot of books for cheap.
So Lonnie took B up to $12, and then he asked, "What issue is B?"
That is Amazing Spider-Man number 375. The foil cover. It's very right after they did all the Carnage stuff. It's an iconic Spidey Venom cover. It's pretty great.
All right, so these 3 books I know are going twice. Going twice.
All right.
Nate said, "Ask 375." Oh, amazing. Maybe you meant ASM 375?
Yeah.
That would make more sense than ask.
Ask 375.
Jeff, 375?
375. What's the meaning of life?
I was really confused there for a second. But as the guy who has 1,000 typos, don't feel bad.
Yeah.
That's me, by the way, the guy with 1,000 typos. It's before Maximum Carnage. It could be.
It's before Maximum. I believe it's before Maximum Carnage. It's right after Carnage appears in 361. So it's after.
Are you looking for Century, Mark? Because, we might have Century. I don't know. All right, going twice, and we're about 10 seconds here. I'm just going to give you a countdown because these books are kind of great. So we're going to go with a 10, 9. I should probably type. Jeff, why don't you count down?
8, 7. 6,
I just broke my computer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jeff, I can't write new
And
auction starts
sold.
here. Hang on, I'm going to bring up a new window.
All
Oh,
right.
I don't want to watch it in that. That's tiny. All right, don't do anything, people. Don't.
All right. So these
I want
books
to tell you not to bid.
are
But
sold. Tyson won this beautiful graded book.
I don't know why my computer's giving me such fits tonight.
All right. Congratulations, Tysons. Leonardo won B at, was it 12?
I don't believe Leonardo won B at 12. I believe Lonnie won B at 12.
Lonnie
Yep.
won B at 12?
I already had his name written somewhere.
You did. You just had it in a different spot. Apologies.
And Jeremy Gold had C at 6.
Okay. I'll let you write that while I'm getting stuff right. So again, we're going to be doing the stackers at A and B, and we will explain those here in a second. But at the stacker is going to be at A and C. At B, which you can bid on if the stackers are not to your taste, we're going to have What If number 20. What if the Amazing Spider-Man had not married Mary Jane? Which is interesting because much like, the Thor book, this eventually ended up being what happened in the actual Marvel Universe. Hey Dylan, how's it going, man? You're just in time for stackers.
I don't know
So
where you put that, so thanks.
at B, starting for $1, you can get that very historic What If book that, they ended up going and making that a thing anyways.
All right, so this is kind of crazy because when books come in here, we got several people who go through books, but usually we always go through them to make sure there's no key books. No one's went through these yet, so I don't know what's in this. This is going to be an uncanny auction.
Uncanny versus Avengers.
Uncanny versus Avengers. So if you are an Avengers fan and you want Avengers books, you can vote with Jeff. Or if you prefer the Uncanny X-Men because the Uncanny X-Men are way better, you can go ahead and pick up these ones from me. So I'm going to start right off here. I'm going to start right off with a great X pun here with Executioner Song, but not just any Executioner Song. This is Executioner Song Part 1. Uncanny X-Men Executioner Song Part 1.
Alright, and we're going to start off over here with the Mighty Avengers number 13. It has a $4.99 price tag on it. This is Bendis stuff. It's got a real cool cover of Cap going he's got ape stuff going on. That's going to be at C. So $1, you can have C. At $2, it becomes 2 Avengers books.
Yep. And at $3, it becomes 3 Avengers books. If you didn't figure that part out.
Yeah.
All right, there's like 3 Executioner Song 5 in here. And since this one looks like somebody drove over in a mud puddle, I'm not going to give that one away today.
All right, cool. All right, so, and if you want a bunch of Uncanny for $1 a piece, this is your chance to get it. If you want a bunch of Avengers books for $1 a piece, this is your chance to get it. We got A up to 2. So Tim, go ahead and add another book.
Oh,
there.
$8,
A's
$5.
up to 5.
All right, let's go with Executioner Song number 5. Let's go with Executioner Song number 9. We've got Executioner Song number 7. And we have Executioner Song number 3. That's right, we've got some Executioner Song. That's a lot of Executioner
We
Song.
got C up to 5.
By the way, if you're interested, these are all in the early 290s as far as issue numbers go. Well, no, they're not all in the early 290s, because let me double check this, because you've got X-Men mixed in with Uncanny here a couple different times. So this would be Executioner Song. This is 14 X-Men, and this is Uncanny 15.
So I gotta go ahead and
This
throw
is
more
15,
Avengers on
yeah.
here. So that's what I'm doing. We got some Bendis stuff. We have some new Shards of Infinity stuff.
Jeff
we got
just
some
took
Hickman
over my
stuff.
spot.
I did not take over your spot. I had a job to do. But the Bendis stuff is honestly probably the stuff thus far. Although I've got some cool Avengers I can go get. The higher this gets, I might start running around.
Hey, I've got some cool, don't think we don't have some cool X-Men here. I'm going to dig back, though, because I was told this wasn't Uncanny, and there's a whole bunch of regular X-Men mixed in. Not that you don't want all of that Executioner Song stuff, because that's all pretty cool.
Oh,
We're
we
going to
got
jump
eight
up here.
6.
We've got some more Uncanny, so we're going to go with Uncanny X-Men number 479. Uncanny X-Men 479 there.
All right. We have Avengers No Surrender. This is Avengers number 684, the variant edition. This is an early appearance of Immortal Hulk. That's going up on C.
All right, A is up to 8. Actually, before I go A8, Jeff, you're at C10.
All
And
right.
then A10 is going to Nate, so you gotta go. So you should be, yeah.
I got 2. I was at 6, so I got 4 to add. All right.
Hey, Nate, by the way, has it at 10. William,
New
if you want, you gotta go
Avengers.
11.
New Avengers. More Bendis stuff. Here's actually Avengers number 1. This is Humphreys Aruzo stuff. So that's going in that Avengers stacker. Alrighty.
All right, so here we go. We have Executioner Song number 9. This is issue number 296. We also have Executioner Song number 5. This is 295. We have Uncanny X-Men 353. The gloves are off. That's Rogue fighting Wolverine there, it looks like, on the front. We have some Uncanny X-Men number 352. It's Turbulence, featuring the most artists ever on one title. That's right, this book was record-breaking when it was the first done. And we have Uncanny X-Men number 346, and Spider-Man's on that one.
I gotta get up to 20 because, like always, I tend to beat Tim. All right, so we got this. This Avengers book has 2 books in it. It also has Heroes for Hire number 1, Heroic Age Avengers, New Avengers 42, New Avengers 46, New Avengers 47, Heroic Age, the New Avengers number 2. All right, we have number 4, the Hickman stuff. Number 4 of the Heroic Age of Avengers. Oh man, this Hickman stuff's cool. Number 5, this is the Adam Kubert cover. His stuff tends to hold value there. And more Hickman stuff. Man, that stuff's cool.
By the way, Jeff, I'm now up to 21. You are behind. We have Uncanny X-Men 492. We have Uncanny X-Men 494. We have Uncanny X-Men 495. We have Uncanny X-Men 496. I've got you on a run there, Tim. We have Uncanny X-Men 497. It's the cool 70s hippie cover. And this one has a sticker on the back. So that's from our collection. We have Uncanny X-Men 499. We have Uncanny X-Men 501. We have Uncanny X-Men 503. We have Uncanny X-Men. This is from another run there, Uncanny X-Men. This is Uncanny X-Men number 12. It's got Magneto drinking a glass of wine. There we go. By the way, it's up to 25 now. Brad's got that, Nate. Now Nate's got it at 30 on it. Hang on, Nate. I got to get you 10 more books. We've got Uncanny X-Men number 489. We've got Uncanny X-Men 490. Yeah. All right, give me a second. I got to get 10 more books here. We've got Uncanny X-Men 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here we go. Uncanny X-Men 196. Oh, that's an older one. There we go. We've got Uncanny X-Men 198. Look at Storm on the front. That's a beautiful book, everybody. We've got Uncanny X-Men number 199. I believe this is a key book. I don't remember what key book, but I believe that's a key book. We also have Uncanny X-Men 219. It's got like Vampire Storm, and she's about to like bite into Havoc's face.
That is a key. That's when who's this dude? That's when he joins the X-Men.
The crazy guy with the red cape. I remember. We got Uncanny X-Men.
You're the X-Men guy.
There it is, 269. We have Uncanny X-Men 274. It's got like Jungle Rogue, and she's like hanging on Magneto's arm. Like she's like, ooh, Magneto. That's right. We also have Uncanny X-Men 276, where it looks like Wolverine has just stabbed a gold-covered Professor X. I only call him Professor X because he's bald. He may not be. I think we've already done this Executioner song. We have Uncanny X-Men 284. Look at that. It's got all kinds of great stuff. Man, there's a lot of Executioner songs.
I gotta add some Avengers
books over here. By the way, Uncanny X-Men. I got one more. Let me finish up here. Right. It's Avengers versus X-Men, and this would be issue number 12. I'm all caught up there at 30. Jeff, you can do your sorry 25 now.
Okay. We got Avengers number 3. We have the recent run, Avengers number 10. This is the 700th issue. That's a pretty big deal. We also have this Avengers number 27. But then I went and grabbed 2 books that I thought would be real fun to add to the stack here. These are kind of a big deal. We have the first and second print of the first appearance of Ancient Ghost Rider. He's pretty rad. He goes ahead and he rides around on... This is what he looks like there. That's his first cover appearance there on the second print. If you're into Ancient Ghost Rider, Ancient Cosmic Ghost Rider, I think it's the full name there. That's his first appearance there in Avengers 7. That's his first cover appearance there. And that's sitting there for $26. You can get that and one more Avengers book.
All right, Nate, I agree. X-Men can't lose to the Avengers, but if you want to make sure that doesn't happen, you've got to hop on, because Brad just put C at 35 on Avengers. So here's the deal. For X-Men fans, if you guys, as long as we win, I will top the last book off with that, with the first appearance of Bishop. So if we finish one more than Jeff does, this first appearance of Bishop will go on that stack.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that. That is a good cover.
All right, we got an Avengers No Surrender, 686 for number 1. Avengers number 687 for number 2. All right, that's another 687. We have 689 for number 3. We have New Avengers number 1. Number 4. Shards of Infinity we already done. Ooh, look at this New Avengers cover. Number 5. Number 6. 7. 8. All right, and 2 Bendis books gets us up to 10. That gets us up to the 35.
All right, here we go. We are up to 36 here. We've got Uncanny X-Men number 491. We have Uncanny X-Men number 476. We have Uncanny X-Men number 1. This is kind of when they resplit the teams, and you ended up with the Uncanny X-Men and Wolverine and the X-Men. So there it is, a number 1 there of Uncanny X-Men, but not the original run of Uncanny X-Men, which didn't have a number 1. We have Uncanny X-Men Fear itself. This is number 541. We have Uncanny X-Men number 540, by the way. Look at that crazy brute. And we have Uncanny X-Men number 480.
All right, we got more Bendis Avengers coming here. 33, 34, 36, 37, and 12. Getting a pretty good run of Bendis stuff there. We're up to 40 now.
Yes, but Avengers, that is up to 41, where we've got Uncanny Avengers. This is versus the X-Men.
Uncanny Avengers?
Uncanny X-Men versus the Avengers there. This is issue number 13 of that run. We have the Uncanny X-Men. There we go. Who could stop the Juggernaut? Yeah, absolutely. We've got Uncanny X-Men 335. This was one of the first X-Men books I bought, by the way, for Uncanny X-Men. This isn't my copy, but this could be your copy right here. We have Uncanny X-Men 504, and we have Uncanny X-Men 507. That puts us at 40, I believe. For 41 here, as I said, as long as we win by one, I'm going to throw that Bishop on there, as long as we win by any number more than Jeff. Uncanny X-Men number 507. We just did that one. Hang on. Uncanny X-Men. I'm going to have to go search for X-Men. 508. There we go. 507 and 508. We'll keep your run alive, everybody. 42 now to see, Jeff, so you get 2 more books.
Get 2 more books. I'm going to go, we're starting getting old because we're getting up there. Here's an Avengers 232. That's going there in the stack. All right, Avengers 215. Look at that beautiful Silver Surfer cover. And Molecule Man, he looks pretty rad. Got some old stuff on here, so if you want to keep on bidding that stuff up.
All right, I just jumped up to 45, so here we go. We have Uncanny X-Men 511. We have Uncanny X-Men, let's see, where's the 512, that makes sense. Here we go, Uncanny X-Men 515, Nation X. Uncanny X-Men 524, The Second Coming. This is issue number 6 in that. And Uncanny X-Men 525, this would be chapter 10 in that. So that would be at the 40, let's see, that would be at the 46 marks to Nate. Then you've got 50 now, Jeff.
Holy cow. All right, I'm trying to see what this one, this one's real early. I had to go look it up because someone put a price tag over the number. I hate when that happens. This is Avengers 123. We're going to go ahead and add that to the pile. Avengers Annual 14. All right, Avengers Annual 11. All right, Avengers 258. All right, and the Avengers 237. Look at that beautiful cover there with Rhino and Spider-Man. That's fantastic. That one's going on the pile for you too there, Brad, because we're going to beat X-Men. It's going to happen.
By the way, X-Men is now ahead, so we have Uncanny X-Men number 528. We have Uncanny X-Men number 5. That's a cool cover, by the way. Wolverine's like, he's in quarantine there. We've got Uncanny X-Men number 531. We have Uncanny X-Men 534. Oh, look, is she dead? I don't think so.
Dylan was asking about the brief pause. Dylan was asking about B. Have we got any bids on B?
I think it's $2. We have to go way back for it.
All right. But this is a B. What if Amazing Spider-Man had not married Mary Jane? A pretty cool old What If book.
By the way, here we got Uncanny X-Men 534.1. The Uncanny X-Men are so great, you need decimals, folks. And then we have Uncanny X-Men 535.
All right, 52. So I got to add some books here. We got, let's see here. Let's do Avenging Invaders. 8 of 12 here. I'm losing books. These have the stickers on the back, which is real old school for us. And Avengers Assemble. I'm going to go get more cool old Avengers books. That seems to be how I'm beating Tim, and I'm going to beat him.
All right, I can't leave at the moment because, there we go. Thank you, Nate. As soon as Jeff gets back, though, Nate, I will make it worth your while to make sure we win this. Here we got, we're going to jump into some pricier books. This is Uncanny X-Men. This would be issue number 536. We've got Uncanny X-Men 537. We have Uncanny X-Men. I'm guessing this is, we got 530. Oh, no, this is 539 and 511 here. So we continue to add them up.
Have I jumped up at all there, Tim?
Yeah, you're up to 54. I need some more X-Men books.
So I need to add 2 books here. I'm going to go ahead and add Avengers 193. And we're going to add Avengers 216.
All right, you got to stand for the camera until I get back. Because I'm sure I'm going to sell more X-Men.
This is going to be like that Garth moment where he just freezes.
All of a sudden, like, I'm going to go get X-Men, though, and then we're not going to sell anymore, and it's going to be really sad.
I did.
I'll be like, I just did that for nothing.
All right, we're going to go ahead and say this is going once.
Why don't you figure out who bought that? Yeah.
Going once at this point.
Just keep talking, a little talk, a little song, a little dance. Everybody wants to see you, just performing on stage right now.
All right. And we're going to go ahead and say going twice while Tim's looking for more books here.
Do I need more books?
No, I think we're kind of wrapping up here.
Okay,
I think
I'm gonna
we're.
grab a couple more just in case.
I think we're letting Avengers. I think we're letting Avengers beat Uncanny X-Men. I think that's what's happening. We're going twice right now.
Hang on, I have a whole bunch of old Uncanny X-Men.
Tim
This
says
is
we're.
good stuff.
I agree, Tim. We need to. Tim Foxworth, I agree. We need to wrap this up and move on to other books here. Yeah. So.
Jeff, I'm not running because I'm old.
Oh, we're A55. All right, so you get to add 2 books here, Tim.
All right, here we got Uncanny X-Men 196. That's right, Uncanny X-Men 196. And we've got, I already gave you that book. Ooh, Uncanny X-Men 203. I'm going to give you the better copy of that, too.
All right. All right. We got Avengers is up to 56. So I need to add a couple books here. And then we have Uncanny's up to 60.
Oh, goodness. How many was that, 56? I need to do 4 more?
Yeah. So 228 here is going on the Avengers stack. And 226 is also going on the Avengers stack. Tim, add your books.
All right, Uncanny X-Men. This is the annual, 11th annual there. Uncanny X-Men annual number 11. We also have Uncanny X-Men 204. Uncanny X-Men 204. Look at that. We've got Nightcrawler. He's about to passionately kiss Poison Ivy. Sure, that's Poison Ivy. We've got Uncanny X-Men 206 and Uncanny X-Men 208. And don't forget, as long as I win, it is Uncanny X-Men 282, the first appearance of Bishop. Look how pretty that book is.
I say going twice on these stackers. All right, and yours does go backwards. What's up with that?
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
It's very weird. New auction.
I won this, right? Go X-Men!
And sold. Tim wins.
Ha ha ha!
All right.
Finally, after 4 weeks of not winning.
All right.
So I'm guessing this went to Nate. For 60, was it?
For 60.
All right. Hey, how about you? Did we ever sell that book? Do you remember who got it?
No.
I told you to look that up earlier.
I know. I was running around trying to do 8 different things, Tim.
You need to work quicker, Jeffrey. All right, let me pack up all this X-Men. Will you figure out who got that book?
Well, we'll scroll up and figure out who got that in a second. We're going to get some more books up now. How are we doing on time, Tim?
No idea. I was having too much fun selling Uncanny X-Men books.
All right, we got some cool stuff going up. We lost some viewership during all that, sadly, but we're still hovering around 15, so I can still throw some cool stuff. All right. I'll let Tim do that book because it's going to make him pretty excited.
Excited or sad? Which one would that be?
Both.
Oh, we can't sell that.
Oh, we can sell that.
I'm staying in front of the camera here so you don't flash everybody, Jeff.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm helping you out.
Good plan. All right. Let's put...
All right, here as we put some new books up, Jeff will start making tags here in a minute. We've got the Man of Steel, signed and numbered by Brian Michael Bendis. Man of Steel, first issue. It's got the Bendis signature on it. I don't know if you can see that because I can't see through the camera at the same time. Here we go. Let me see. Yep, there's the Bendis signature. He's got a sloppy signature. Having met him in person, the key is Bendis is like happy to sign things for you, but his signature is a little bit on the sloppy side. Super cool book though. We have a $40 price tag on it in store. There is the certificate of authenticity on that book as well.
Belt, Dylan, but I'm wearing it. It's just my butt's still showing off.
And I'm going to put that there on A. B, we've got this Wizard #1 Collector's Edition here with the amazing Spider-Man on the cover. Todd McFarlane interview is in there. It's got previews, new hot topics, price guide to Silver Age, and a whole lot more. The poster is intact. I'm guessing it's the poster intact. It says poser intact. I don't know what poser it would be, so we're going to assume there's a poster intact in there. And the okay, this is the Incredible Hulk. This is the second appearance of Valkyrie. She's right there. She's beating the tar out of the Hulk, which she couldn't do. But yeah, so by the way, this is number 15, Incredible Hulk number 15. Excuse me, it's a 15-cent comics, Incredible Hulk 142. I apologize about that. I've been doing this for a few minutes here tonight.
Is at 15.
By the way, that's a $40 comic in our store. I'm trying to show you if you want to see the condition, because this is a serious purchase for somebody, and it should be. This would be a good way to spend some of that Christmas money you picked up. There it is, second appearance of Valkyrie 142, the Incredible Hulk. That's going to go right down there at C.
Tim Fox would like to know the grade of C.
Well, we are not professional graders.
Yeah, C is
Here's
now
the
at
deal.
2. A is at 20.
I'm going to guess 6, maybe 5, 6. I'm going to try to let you go. I'm not going to stand by any grade because, again, I am not a professional grader. You can kind of see there's a couple color breaks and spine ticks along there.
I believe these go in your Uncanny
A roll on the staple.
There it is.
They might have been doubles that I just threw off to the side, too.
I don't think so. I think these are on the side. Oh, wait, no. Those are doubles.
All right. And the pages are a little on the yellow side. You can see that in the camera.
All right, C is up to 5. No, C's at 10. Tim Fox really got C at 10, and then William bid 5, but it was just a little too late. Tim Fox really currently has C at 10. All right, so we have C at 10 going to Fox really. I just tried to scroll up, and then Tim kicked me.
Well, it happens.
All right.
What's going on downtown? A lot of ambulances.
Yeah.
So we got C
A's at 20
$10.
to Dylan.
A at 20. Dylan's gonna get my book for $20. Dylan's a cool book. I have a couple Bendis autographs. I don't have that particular on that book. So.
And William currently has B at 1. Only $1 on that. Great. It's the very first ever issue of Wizard.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going once on this because we haven't had any movement here in a second. Just talk about ambulances. That is an absolute steal at $10. That's an absolute steal at $20 as well. It would be steal at $11 or $21 if it ends up going that way. All right, and we are going twice on these now. We will probably get one more auction. One more or two more after this, Tim?
We'll see how long it goes.
All right.
We'll do at least one more. We'll give
All
it
right,
that.
C is now up to 15. Dylan's got C at 15.
Jeff, you got like junky things here.
Well, we got them real cheap.
That's good reason for that.
Yeah. All right, B is still at 1. Dylan's got C at 15, and Dylan's got A at 20. Dylan's got a gift card to spend, and he's using it.
Who's got B at 1?
William.
We have more than one William.
Lehman is the last name.
Lehman.
All right, we're gonna go ahead. Ooh, Grant stepped in. We now have A at $22.
All right.
A steal at $22.
What's the
Grant?
signed Bendis book at 22? Dylan's got that Incredible Hulk, second appearance of Valkyrie at 15.
If you'd like to see a picture of Tim with Brian Michael Bendis, go ahead and look at his top 10 picks of 2018 on RadRaptor.com. I use that picture of Tim and Bendis because it's one of my favorite pictures of Tim.
I was very excited to meet Bendis. So
Yeah.
C up to $20. Darren grabbed C at $20. A is at 22, and the first Wizard's still sitting there at 1. So
Shipping, Leonard, it's pretty cheap. We do things pretty standard. We ship most stuff first class if it's in comic mailer. So if you're getting like 1 to 4 books, we're talking like $5, and it jumps up after that to the legal size mailer. If I can get them all in that legal size mailer, it's all $8, and then after that we're going into the medium flat rate, which is on 12. It all depends on how much you win, but We don't gouge anyone.
As long as you don't buy a 55-book stacker, you're probably not going to spend too much on shipping.
No, we got B at 2.
We actually,
B at 5.
yeah, we got A at 23 now to Dylan. C is at 22 to Dylan, and B is at 5 to Williams.
You're welcome, Leonardo. I like your name. It's like turtles or a painter, whichever you want to go for.
Yeah. Is that Leonardo Lamas?
Leonardo Lamas. That's a pretty great name.
It is. All right, Grant jumped on and grabbed A at 25. $25 for the signed Bendis book.
All right.
And it would be that. By the way, this is that numbered book. This is number 203 of, I believe, 500.
Yep.
So 500.
Yep. It's got that
Pretty
COA
special
on
thing.
the back. All right. So we're going once now on these. We have A at 25. What's C end up at? Trying to scroll up here. C's at 22. $22 for that book is insane. Congratulations if you get that. Tim, you do not have C. It's currently at $22 to Dylan.
But you could have it, Sim, because we're only going twice.
And B is currently at $5 to William. Alright, we're going twice on these. Like I said, we're going to do at least one more auction.
Probably one more
this.
at this point. So.
Yep. Thanks so much, everyone, for tuning into this. We try to do these twice a month. Share it with your friends, because the more people we get hanging out in these things, the better books we throw in. That's kind of the deal.
How great do you want to make this last round?
We're still floating close to 15. We're bouncing down to 11. I would say moderately great. Throw like one really great book in there, and then
Okay.
that's a good one. All right, last seconds to get your final bids in for this one. We are wrapping this up. I'm typing for Tim because.
Do you want to go here?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
And going, and we are gone and sold on these ones here.
All right, so we've got Grant finished with A for $25. Grant.
So it's a great deal for that book, Grant. All right. And B for $5 went to William. Congratulations, William. You got the first ever issue of Wizard. It's pretty great. And C went to Dylan.
Just Dylan Holt?
Yep.
Okay, how much?
For $22. Congratulations, Dylan. All right. We are now. You're welcome, Grant. That's glad you won that. It's a cool book. We're gonna do our final auction now. All right. What do we got going here, Tim?
Oh, I'll you do this one because this is the big, big book here.
Yeah, this is. I'm gonna bring this up to the camera. This is a pretty big deal. We probably shouldn't be auctioning this off at all. We probably shouldn't be auctioning off this late. This is Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man #1. That's our $27.95 sticker on it. This book's pretty great. It came in that first Marco collection that had a lot of cool, good books in it. That's going to go at B, and we're going to start. What are we starting this off at, Tim?
$15.
Now we're going to start that off at $1. That could be a steal for you at only $1.
That sells for $1. Jason's gonna fire you.
Probably.
See, I don't know if he has the authority here. Put that one up there too. That's a pretty book.
Ooh, this is a really cool old book too. We're gonna put this at C. This is Marvel 2-in-1 number 18. This is The Thing and Scarecrow. That's the Marvel Scarecrow, not the DC Scarecrow, obviously, which is just a cool, weird character that, yeah, you can check out here for C for only $1.
I like because we got bidding going on A, and I haven't even put A up yet. But we do have the Amazing Spider-Man number 358. Punisher and Nova make an appearance in this book.
Leonardo meant to bid on B.
What about Lonnie's got 2 on A?
Yeah.
B is up to 10. So Dylan right now has B at $10. Lonnie has A at $2. And he's got C at $1.
That's a great deal. Man, $10 for that book is still a steal for Spectacular Spider-Man #1. This is our last auction of the night. So
Yeah, if you have
wait
money
for your
left,
moment,
this is time to spend it. So
remember, all your winnings, you can come see me in the store to pick them up, or if you want to go ahead and message the store, I will get right back to you tonight because we will be recording a podcast.
we have a podcast after this.
Because it's not like we've talked enough already.
Yeah.
And I think we're actually going to be going live on our YouTube channel to do that podcast.
Ooh, very cool.
So if you want to look at YouTube, Rad Raptor Comics, if you're not sick of watching us live, you can do that and watch us do the podcast. It's gonna be a little setup teardown time between those two things because there's stuff on our podcasting table and no recording equipment. So.
Yeah, so we'll have a few minutes there to do that. Leonardo C is a crazy book.
Yeah, I will bring it back up to the camera.
By the way, Leonardo now has B at 11. Grant, B is at $12. If you want to get in on B, it's up to $12, Grant. Dylan has it at $12. Tim, we're still going here. You did score Radioactive Man, by the way, but yeah. So we now have A going to $2 to Lonnie. B is at $12 to Dylan. And C is at, I think, $1 or $2. C is at $1 to Lonnie as well.
Yeah, and so YouTube, Rad Raptor is our name. You'll find our faces on there doing various things. You'll find my silly video from this morning. And we're going to go live on there doing the podcast. The YouTube channel is just starting out, but we're putting new videos on it every day. So go ahead and like and subscribe over there. That would be fantastic.
By the way, Leonardo now has B at $13 and Grant has A at $14. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of ways you can hop on. A at $4. Sorry, Grant, didn't mean to scare you. There's a whole bunch of ways you can watch what's going on. Obviously, you know we are on Facebook, but also on iTunes or any place you listen to podcasts. You can go ahead and you can subscribe to Rad Raptor Radio.
Including Spotify. If you're one of those
Spotify,
young kids on Spotify.
We would say if you're an iTunes subscriber, go ahead and give us that 5-star review as well on Rad Raptor Radio. We would love the support, and that comes out every week as well. So you can be a part of that. You can be a part of our YouTube channel, and of course, always come by the store. You never know who's going to be here. Jeff's almost always here. Sometimes I'm here. Sometimes Bobby, he's around, or Andrew's around, or Jason's around. So a whole bunch of guys you can just come in and chat comics with. But lots of way to keep in touch with what's going on here.
You gotta get your hood up. We're at the end here. Are we going once, going twice?
We were going once because we just got that A4, and that was the last time I said it. So we could go going twice right now. We could say going twice. I'll make this because that $13 is a huge steal, and I'm going to blame that all on Jeff. Sorry, guys. I didn't hand that book to him or anything.
$13 for that book is an insane steal. That's congratulations to you if you nab that at that price.
$14. $14 to Dylan right now. So we are going once again. I wish I had sunglasses.
Watch out to Dylan. He was number 2 in our fantasy football league. He's got some gift card money to spend with his winnings there. So keep an eye out for him. He might sneak in some bids here last minute.
Leonardo's got it again at 15. So Leonardo's got it again at 15. Yeah, by the way, if you weren't a part of our fantasy football league and you want to be next year, I think we're going to try to even do a bigger grand prize next year. This year, I don't know, we gave away a little book. It had like the first appearance of...
What's that hero
it was that book that used to be the first appearance of Domino, but it's not the first appearance of Domino anymore. It's kind of a popular book. What's his name?
What's that guy that Ryan Reynolds plays him, I think?
Yeah.
Is it Van Wilder? No, that's not a superhero.
You figure that out because I got to mention that B is up to $20 with a new bidder on that. Darren Forbes has jumped in there. He has got that at $20. So both Dylan had 16, Leonardo had 18, and Darren's got it at $20. C, by the way, I don't even remember what C is at. I want to say it's at $1 still, and A is at $4.
All right, we got our hoods up because this is the final auction.
By the way, we are talking the first appearance of Deathstroke.
No, that wasn't Deathstroke. The guy liked Deathstroke, but with all the jokes. Cosmic Ghost Rider? No, that wasn't it. Oh, man.
Anyway, Bobby won that book, and he's very happy with it today.
It was that book after you...
First appearance of Gideon. Thanks, Tim. That's what we needed.
Yeah, so we're
Deadpool was in there too. I don't know if that
Yeah.
means anything to anybody. He made a first appearance if he's a
I think
popular
that's a big
character.
deal. Yeah, so
Dylan said Green Lantern. Oh, hey, we are going twice here. 10, 9, 8, 7. If you want to get in on this, you better do it quick because I'm going to say 6, 5. Oh, look, all my stuff is gone, Jeff.
you type in auction
I
over.
can't. It's all
I
gone.
will type it in with mine.
4,
Auction.
3. Oh, we got another bid. B21 to Leonardo. Going once to Leonardo. I'm going to just give you like a 50-second counter here, Leonardo. And we're going to give the going twice in the middle of that.
Leonardo wants us to never podcast. That's okay.
Leonardo, we do hope you'll tune in. I don't know if you're a regular podcast listener, but we'd love to have you join us if you're not. So, going twice. I think this is your first auction, though, so welcome to the auction. A lot of new faces tonight. Very exciting. We'll be doing this again, I hope maybe 2 weeks from now. I got to check my schedule, so...
And on the auction, or on the podcast tonight, we're going to go over all of the comic book movies coming in 2019 and what we're excited about, what we're not. So you want to tune into that. Yeah, you can either tune in live tonight on YouTube if you're not sick of watching us live, or tomorrow it'll be up on, like I said, every audio.
I won't be. Well, I might need to wear the. It's getting cold in here. Leonardo, glad you'll be back next time. So we'll let you know. Keep track of the Facebook page, and we'll always announce the auctions about a week ahead of time. 10, and we're going to give the 10 count on this again. 9. Hey, glad you listened to the podcast. That's awesome because we love our listeners. 8, 7. Should I go like 6? 1,000.
5.
1,000.
4.
1,000.
3.
1,000.
Dos.
Yeah, 1,000.
Uno.
And we are sold. Congratulations, Leonardo. Hopping in, and the auction is finished.
Thanks, everyone. If you're not close by and driving distance, just go ahead and message the store page with your with your PayPal, and I will invoice you tomorrow for all your winnings. Like I said, we keep the shipping, we combine it and keep it as cheap as possible for you and us, because no one wants to waste all their money on shipping. And then if you're by the store, just come in and we'll have your winnings here for you. You can come pick them up. Store opens up at 11 tomorrow. I will be here getting the podcast up and everything else. Come hang out. Pretty cool store.
I like
cool
it.
Stuff going on. Yeah. So that's it. Any parting words, Timothy?
Well, I would like to say, I know we had 5 or 6 new faces on here tonight. If you're still listening, tell us where you heard about us. I'd love to find out how you heard about Rad Raptor, especially if you're coming in from a distance. Do make sure you listen to the podcast. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. You can send us emails. You can come in and visit us. You can send us video reading the comic books that you get. All kinds of options.
Awesome. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great night. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
See ya.